Hello and welcome to Geeks of the Round. We are discussing today The Blacklist. It premieres next week. Hasn't aired yet, so there's not too much to discuss, except for what we may or may not expect. I'm Todd Grundle, and with me today, and as always for this season, is Johann Phillips.
Hello, how are you, Todd?
I'm well. How are you, Johann?
I am also quite well, and I am looking forward to talking about my anticipation for a show that hasn't even aired yet.
Are you anticipating it? Are you eagerly awaiting James Spader to enter your living room?
Yes, I've always been waiting for that moment.
Wonderful. Well, The Blacklist, I guess, for anybody who doesn't know, but if you don't know, why would you be viewing this? The Blacklist is a show starring James Spader and some other people. I'm not sure they matter. It's about the most wanted criminal in the world who turns himself in for some reason or another, and then he manipulates the FBI to do what he wants, to put him in fancy hotel rooms, I guess, because he didn't have enough money.
That's what it looks like in the trailer. He turns himself in because he went broke.
He got tired of paying for hotel bills, so he said, I'm going to go mess with the FBI now. And that seems to be what this show is about, but we'll see, and then the lady in it is special to him. But we're jumping ahead.
Yeah, maybe just a bit, you know. Personally, like, I think you've also drawn this conclusion. The show does look a lot like, dare I say Silence of the Lambs?
Like a modernized version, Silence of the Lambs meets 24. It does have 24 type vibe going there.
Well, yes, because I'm sure. I wonder if any of the same writers from 24 are working on this show as well.
Well, that's a really good question. Why don't you say a few words and talk about something right now, and I'll look.
All right. Well, I will say that yes.
On the spot.
I will say obviously that one of the main things I'm looking forward to with this show that drew me to it is obviously James Spader. But what I'm really worrying about here is, will he be enough to support this show? I mean, yeah, it looks like it has an interesting enough concept, but again, it's not really a concept we haven't seen before.
Right, and that was actually one of those viewer questions, which I just realized we lost all of those viewer questions, didn't we?
I still have mine that I compiled from Twitter.
Crap. What a major failure. This is what you get for doing a show about a show that doesn't exist. Yet.
You could say the show is on the blacklist.
I guess. John Bockenkamp, Brandon Margolis, Brandon Sunnier are credited for writing. John Bockenkamp sounds familiar. Let's see, what has he done? He has written The Blacklist, The Call, Perfect Stranger, Taking Lives, Bad Seed. So, looks like he writes movies with unimaginative titles.
That's what it sounds like.
Forte. Let's see. Brandon Margolis. Brandon Margolis has not written anything. He's just been on a call.
Yep. Alright, enough of that.
I had to do it. I'm sorry. He's done miscellaneous crew work on Bored to Death.
Okay.
Parks and Recreation, Nurse Jackie, The Office, Weeds, Rana and Beverly, Mad Men, 30 Rock. So I guess.
Right. I was just reading
shit about him.
Yeah, I was reading a plot synopsis of the show here. It says here, as we saw in the trailer, Raymond Red Reddington, James Spader, one of the FBI's most wanted fugitives, surrenders in person at FBI headquarters in Washington, D.C. He claims that he and the FBI have the same interests, bringing down dangerous criminals and terrorists. Reddington will cooperate but insists that he will speak only to Elizabeth Keene, a rookie FBI profiler. Keene questions Reddington's sudden interest in her, though he claims that Keene is very special after the FBI brings down a terrorist he provided information on. Reddington reveals that the terrorist is only just the first of many. In the last 2 decades, he's made a list of criminals and terrorists he believes the FBI cannot find because they did not know they exist and that they matter the most. Reddington calls it the Blacklist. So that's where the show gets its title from, apparently.
Okay, I wasn't listening.
Well, I'm not reading it again, damn it. Your mic's muted.
Yes, I know. I was listening. It just I'm being distracted. Great. That's where the title comes from. That's just great.
Fantastic.
Let's take some of those reader mails that you compiled off Twitter earlier after your massive Twitter efforts.
Okay, well, I got one here. Ninth Doctor Forever from Twitter asks, would you let James Spader take a dump on your chest and smear it with a butter knife?
That's stupid. What's the next you got?
That's what I said.
Fuck you, Ninth Doctor.
Yeah, you're a weirdo, Ninth Doctor. Oh, Walter Cranston 27 asks, why is James Spader playing Hannibal Lecter? Well, we already asked that question.
Yes, and speaking of and Walter Cranston, yes, brilliant. What else?
Let's see. Red Hood 66 asks, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if the woodchuck was James Spader?
2. Next.
Alright. Spader Ultron asks, would you give James Spader a hand job just to say you did? It depends on my mood.
That's a ridiculous question. Of course you would.
Iron Lantern 88 from Twitter asks,
these names are so creative. These people on Twitter are just so creative with their names.
I know, right? Oh, man. Asks, why would they do another Hannibal show? One wasn't good enough?
Didn't that question get asked already? Do you not filter your questions?
No, that wasn't asked already.
They asked. Yes, they did.
They asked, why is James Spader playing Hannibal Lecter?
And this question is?
Okay, fine. It's the same shut up.
You jerk. You're ruining the whole show.
Jack Bauer for life. Oh, I'm ruining it. No, that's funny. Jack Bauer for life asks, what are your predictions on how long this show will last?
Well, it's on NBC, so probably not long. And if it's any goody good, probably even less long.
Yeah, I'd say we'd be lucky if we get a full season.
Didn't NBC do My Own Worst Enemy, or was that CBS?
No, that was NBC, yeah. That show, and then how long did that show last? What, not even a season?
Nah, it lasted a season.
Oh, it did last a season, okay.
But it was a great season, and...
yeah, it was a great show. It was an interesting show. I was really upset to see it go. Okay. Goober Jones asks, does anyone know how many episodes they shot? That's a good question.
3, as far as IMDb claims.
Okay.
And I do see one of the ones here from Clark Bent. It says it's Clark Bent at Twitter, or at Clark Bent.
Right.
James Spader, pancakes.
Oh yeah.
That's an odd comment. What does Clark Bent mean by pancakes? Where is that?
I have an idea of what that may be referencing.
What is that? I don't know what that means. Clark.
I think
pancakes.
Is he talking about
Clark Bent pancakes? I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't think about it anymore.
Yeah, seems like that's something best left to
it's best
other people to ponder.
Yeah. But thank you, Clark Bent, for mentioning pancakes.
Yes, I do quite enjoy pancakes.
And there's another one here. This one's from Bob Host Guys at Twitter. At Bob hopes he dies.
Yeah. What does he ask?
This is a doozy. It's actually a long one too. Would you let James Spader fuck a hole in your leg? Not actually fuck your leg until a hole appears in your leg.
But
would you let him fuck you in a pre-existing hole in your leg?
That's a tough question. Depends. Would he be paying me to do such an act? And would he create the hole, or would I have to do it myself?
No, it just said in the question. It's a pre.
Oh, it's a pre-existing hole. So if I somehow got a pre-existing hole in my leg, would I allow James Spader to have sex with it? I don't know.
Well, anyway, moving on. I could tell that's a reference from the movie Crash that he was in, where he actually did in fact fuck somebody in their leg hole.
Oh, yes.
Yes, excellent film. Excellent film.
Yes, Randall Jersey 1216 from Twitter asks, how much does the show's trailer really excite you?
I got a lot. I didn't get a boner, but what a weird fucking question. Do you often watch trailers and get excited, you freaking pervert? Randall.
Oh, yeah, whatever. You're a weirdo, Randall. Anyway.
All right. I've got one here from Jack Sorrow at Twitter. It says, why are you two fat assholes doing a show about a show that hasn't aired yet? This is absolutely boring. Are you guys gay? Racial slur. Internet, man. The internet. I think I'm going to cut myself now.
Wow.
Well, Jack, I'm going to let Johann answer that for you.
Well, first of all, I've been asking myself the same question.
What, about whether or not you're gay?
No. About why we're doing a show about a show that hasn't even aired yet. But no, I am not gay. However, I cannot speak for Todd. He would have to answer that himself. And yeah, I don't know if it's that bad. Why are you still watching it?
Exactly what he said. Every word he said, I concur. We have more questions?
I got one more here. Hank Williams asks from Twitter asks.
1, 2, or 3?
Huh?
1, 2, or 3?
What, Hank Williams?
Yes. That was a bad joke. Move on.
Okay. Hank Williams asks, does James Spader still have the star power to save this show?
Did he ever?
Well, back in the 80s, I think he would have.
The 80s are gone.
Well, yeah, that's why he asked, does he still have the star power?
The 80s are irrelevant. That would be irrelevant to the question, I would think. I would think star power implies to current. Well, does he still have the star power? I don't know. I don't think even in the 80s he ever had the star power to headline something. Maybe next year or the year after. When's Avengers 2 coming out?
I think 2015 or next. Yeah, 2015. I'm pretty sure.
Well, whenever the Avengers 2 comes out, maybe you can say he has star power in the same way. For about 5 minutes, we gave Mickey Rourke star power again. And then he started with those frigging blonde highlights and wearing those netted shirts and talking like that. He got too hooked in that wrestler movie.
Yeah,
he lost his biscuits.
He turned into a weirdo. Yeah, so those are the questions.
And those are the questions. Well, thank you, Twitter people, for asking questions, but mostly fuck you, because your questions sucked.
Yeah,
and
they really did.
Yeah, so
Go
next
fuck
time,
yourselves.
Don't even bother wasting our time with your questions. Just keep it to yourselves, and please keep them coming. Because, those were completely real questions.
Well, 100% real.
Right. Oh, actually, there is one more question here from Michael Big Cock Ass. It says, "What kind of soup do you like, and what's inside of your beard?" I assume they're talking to you.
Well, my favorite soup I think would have to be New England clam chowder, and I don't think there's anything in my beard. Is there?
I think they meant what's living inside of your beard, like
oh,
hobbits or
what's living in my beard?
gnomes or trolls.
Actually,
Is there a goblin in there?
No,
A ferret.
no.
A muskrat.
He wanted me to keep the secret, but
A
actually,
boot.
no.
James Franco lives in your beard?
Yes. Yeah. That's it. That's what I've been trying to get out. James Franco lives in my beard.
I'm sure you were going with James Spader, but James Franco seems a much likelier candidate to be living in a man's beard.
Yes. Yes, he is quite comfortable within the entanglement of my beard.
Excellent. Back on to the Blacklist. All jokes aside, and those questions were stupid, but I'm looking forward to it. I do have a few issues. Looking at, now that we just saw that writer has a problem naming his things names that aren't just, commonplace. This guy's name is Raymond Reddington, and that's weird. And we have joining us Mr. Matt Moore. Hello,
yes,
sir.
welcome, Matt.
Okay, motherfuckers. Okay, motherfuckers. I'm just going to say, I've been trying to fucking get into this thing for like 15 minutes now, and you have not let me in. I just found the Hangout link, and I just got my head on. So let's do this shit. You have not talked about the actual show at all yet, because I've been watching. Let's talk about the show. The show actually does look good. Fuck all the haters.
It does. It does look good.
Yes.
I actually almost considered abandoning ship halfway through when I realized I didn't have enough things to talk about the show. I got about 15 links open here, and none of them make sense.
This actually looks good. I mean, James Spader, who you were talking like is from the 80s, but we'll live with that, is playing this awesome bad guy. He's basically playing this very what was the name of those movies?
Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs. He's basically playing that character without eating.
We brought that up, and that's actually what excites me the most about it is James Spader. That's why, star power or not, he's honestly the only reason I am watching it. They considered Kiefer Sutherland originally for the role, and as much as I love Jack Bauer, and even Kiefer to an extent, I don't think I would have enjoyed him in this role. He doesn't have that charisma that James Spader possesses to play Hannibal Lecter times 10.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is honestly like I am the bad guy, but I will fuck your shit up if I choose to, and I will help you if I choose to. And it really sounds awesome. I mean, while I don't know, I honestly do not know if I will watch this show through the entire first season. I don't, not by the preview. But the first couple shows, I have no choice but to watch because the preview shows it to be an awesome fucking start. It really does.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Absolutely agreed, and it was definitely an exciting trailer. It is now the question of whether they can hold us. But looking at stuff like the writer's past and looking at a few things like James Spader's name, Raymond Reddington, it's kind of looking a little grim to whether or not the show will be able to sustain that element. Though, I see from the show titles, they're jumping around the list, sort of like My Name is Earl, and they're, I think number 2 starts with list number 201, and number 3 is list number 86. So there's definitely a large list, so that they can go for a long time with this if they do it right.
Oh, I just got your My Name is Earl reference. Yeah, My Name is Earl does not necessarily go in the order of the list itself. Yeah, I
Right,
gotcha.
yeah. Every episode is, somewhere on the list, like picked at random.
Yeah.
I do have a lot of questions now, though, because I don't know if you heard the part on the way in when we were describing the plot where James Spader comes to the FBI and wants to help them and give up this list so he can manipulate them, and then to what end? From the trailer, it looks like free hotel rooms, but really, if he's like this mastermind, I know that's not what it is, free hotel rooms, but if he's this mastermind, what does he necessarily need the FBI for? And I think that's a good question coming into the show, and I think that's actually going to, if that might hold the show for a while, like at least my interest, or do you think they'll reveal that right away? Like,
I think they'll, because of course they always do this, I think they'll reveal it by the end of the first season. And I think the secret is in which the agent, the profiler, and the female profiler is somehow related to him. I think that once they reveal that, that will be the big, like, this is what he wants. That's just me personally. I don't know any more than you do.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that could be the most likely scenario for why she's so important, or special, whatever he wants to call it.
Oh yeah, we also got to figure out why is she so special. I was thinking it might be might be his daughter, but that might be
yeah. That's the obvious answer is that he is her daughter, but like she probably has a perfect mom and a perfect dad, and she probably thinks her family is the perfect family. But let's face it, no one's family is the perfect family. And he's probably going to rock that. He's probably going to destroy that by going, oh, yeah, no, your dad's not your dad. I'm your dad. Fuck you, bitch. Rock that.
Elizabeth Keene, I am your father.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm glad to be on a hangout in which I can cuss more because I've been listening to a little bit of your hangout. And, cussing is definitely not a bad thing here.
No, never.
Yeah, we've got potty mouths. I did want to ask. Oh shit! What was it? I wanted to ask one of you. I just had a question based on what the hell you just said. Threw me for a loop with that potty mouth.
Whether or not she is his daughter or not, and what his goals are. That's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Right. Well, whether or not I can't think of any other reason, really. I mean, what would make her so special unless her father is actually one of the main people? He's just her father's a really bad terrorist on his list. Somebody he wants to get, like his ultimate target, James Spader's ultimate target, and in the end of the day, it's like, ha ha ha! I just had your daughter take you down.
I was gonna say I was thinking that too. That could also be another thing that she could be, like the daughter of one of the top guys on this list or something like that.
That's actually a very good theory. I like it. I like it a lot. I think that possibly on that theory, if I can do a wild speculation on a show that we have no fucking clue on to do wild speculations on, it's very possible that maybe her father was one of his friends once upon a time. Maybe a friend who defied him, and he's tired, and he didn't like being defied. So he's using his own daughter to take him down. I mean, that sounds good to me. It really does. That sounds like a good storyline.
That would be interesting. Yeah.
What about you, Johann? You have any wild speculations? Because I mean, that's essentially what this is. This is the wild speculations.
Yeah, because we haven't even seen it yet.
Yeah.
No, my wild speculation is, I think you guys have already covered pretty much everything I was thinking of. I was thinking the same thing, that she was somehow related to one of the targets on the list. Maybe one he had a personal connection with, or whatever the fuck. And then he's like, oh, hey, I got your daughter, blah, blah, blah.
That's always something very creepy to come out of James Spader's mouth. I've got your daughter, no matter how he says it.
I got your daughter in my basement. No, it was, and that's pretty much it. Like I said, the show can go either way. It can either be really good or really unoriginal and stupid. Um,
I want to say James Spader you can't really lose with, but so many people hated Robert California on The Office, and I loved Robert California. I thought that was the epitome of everything James Spader has ever embodied as an actor, and it went over like a ton of shit apparently.
yeah.
His shoes were on sale yesterday on eBay for only $30. Prada loafers worn by James Spader in The Office, $30.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. Sorry.
eBay's doing a sale yesterday. This was in our grasp, which is we could have bought Kiefer Sutherland's jacket, screen worn, for $30 off eBay too. But the sale ended a couple hours ago. I didn't find out until afterwards. Terrible.
I hate it when that happens.
Yeah, it always all the cool stuff you miss. Who wouldn't have wanted Robert California's shoes, man?
Yeah.
I would have just worn them and been a dick to people for all day long. Been a dick and awkwardly flirted with people all day. That would have been my life. At the library, I would have done it.
Yes. Where else are you gonna do it?
Right. Moving on. More. The girl who's in this show. She was from My Bloody Valentine. I've not seen her in anything else. Have either of you?
The remake? What?
Yes, 3D. Well, obviously. She was
yeah.
born when the first one came out.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, no, she is that what? Yeah, I haven't seen her in anything else. I didn't even remember her in My Bloody Valentine 3D.
She played Megan.
She got naked in it?
No, she played Megan. She was in her underpants. She was in her underpants, not naked.
So, yeah. Was she the main girl in it, or?
No. She's like 4 down on the list.
Oh, okay.
I mean, she played somebody with her own name, so really she couldn't have had that big of a role.
Oh.
Although, actually, I'm looking at it, and they seem to have done that a lot with the characters in this movie.
Well, are you on her IMDb right now?
Yeah, no, I'm on the My Bloody Valentine Wikipedia, and it looks like almost everybody is named after the actor that played them. So.
Okay, if there's a My Bloody Valentine Wikipedia, the internet is way too complete at this point. Let's face it.
Yeah.
There's too much information on the internet. There just is.
Oh, it's terrible.
That's too much.
My Bloody Valentine was good in 3D, but it sucks if you watch it,
honestly, I want to just throw my hat in there and say, so far that was my best 3D experience. The 3D was excellent. That movie was very immersive, and
I don't know.
I haven't seen it as good yet since, but I don't go to the movies often.
For me, Dread 3D gave it a big run for its money, in my opinion. That was awesome in 3D.
What about you, Matt? What's the best movie you've seen in 3D so far?
I personally have not seen a good 3D movie at all, ever. I mean, if I were gonna say anything, I'd have to say, the How to Train Your Dragon 2.
I have not seen either of those, but actually want to. Craig Ferguson, right?
No, I forget his name.
Wait, How to Train? I didn't know they came out with the sequel to that already.
Yeah, they did.
Oh.
Yep. I'm trying to get his name. Oh, wait. Sorry, I was getting my movies mixed up. I was thinking that's Jay Burchell. Oh, what movie was it then? If it wasn't How to Train Your Dragon 2, I remember freaking Dragon movie. I don't know. I don't remember.
With Jay Burchell in it.
It might have. I don't know.
I
feel like an idiot at this point. So just
no. I'm gonna save you. I'm gonna save you and feel more. Make myself look worse because I found something else about the casting of the Blacklist today that actually excited me.
What's that?
Ryan Eggold is in it. He's playing Tom Keene, Elizabeth's husband. Ryan Eggold played the teacher, Ryan Matthews, on 90210.
Oh, of course you would get excited about that.
I really hated when he left 90210. He was a good addition. And this is all true. I've seen every episode of 90210. Actually, I stopped watching 90210 when I found out they were being canceled. I stopped watching it out of anger.
I stopped watching 90210 when Brenda left.
Well,
oh, I'm
I've
sorry.
seen-
That was 1995, bitches, or 1991. So screw y'all. I'm old.
It's very, very sad, but I've seen every episode of both series.
Oh.
No, I'm lying. 'Cause I didn't see the last 5 episodes of the new series, as I said, out of anger because they were being canceled, and I didn't want to see it anymore. It hurt too much. But now that that's
I
out,
want to know how we got stuck on 90210.
because Ryan
No,
Reynolds is in it.
I just checked. It actually was the original How to Train Your Dragon that I saw.
The first one, okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I don't feel so stupid. For some reason, I was thinking 2 was out and I had seen it.
So I did that whole 90210 bit and made an ass of myself with nothing then.
Yeah, basically.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
Excellent. Excellent. Nobody else in this cast I actually know. I don't know who Harry Lennox is. The name's familiar, actually. Harry Lennox is from the 5 Heartbeats. He played Dresser. And he's from Dollhouse, the Joss Whedon show.
Wait. Harry Lennox from Dollhouse. I have to know this then. I know everything Joss Whedon. I just need a picture of him.
Boyd Langton. Here, I will. I'll put.
Boyd.
Yes,
Yeah, the
Boyd.
black guy.
Yes,
the black guy.
Yeah,
He
looks
was.
sort of like
He
Gus.
wasn't a minor character in Dollhouse. He was a major character in Dollhouse. He just fucking hit that shit until the end.
And was that a good show? Is he a good actor?
It's Joss Whedon, and yes.
So,
Therefore, yes and yes.
I guess there's another point of excitement for the show.
Oh,
For some. Shit, where did my thing? Oh, page back.
By the way, in a week or so, heaven knows what day it is because YouTube keeps changing their maintenance. Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., just saying, geeksoftheround.com, just check it out.
Yeah, next week, right? Starts.
Yeah, but fucking heaven knows when it's going to happen because they keep changing YouTube maintenance.
Yeah, I'm actually, I wasn't looking I was looking forward to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And then I saw a little tiny bit of it. It wasn't looking so forward, and now I'm back to looking forward to it again. Just want to say that. I did lose interest for a minute. We've also got Diego Klattenhoff in the Blacklist, who's some Canadian, and he's from Homeland. You guys know that? He plays Mark Faber in Homeland. Mike Faber.
I haven't seen it. Have you? How is it?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
None of these shows will ever replace the whole that.
Listen, I won't watch a Claire Danes. I will never watch a Claire Danes program again because of what they did to my so-called life.
Seriously?
They just took it away from us.
That was like 20 years ago.
I don't care.
I'm still.
I'm sorry. I got Veronica Mars on my list of like past forgets. I've got. Let me see. What else? Oh fuck. What was it? Where Seth Rogen came from.
Oh, Freaks and Geeks.
Oh, Freaks and Geeks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, Freaks and Geeks. Like, yeah, my so-called life ain't got shit on those shows.
But we never gonna know if she got with Jordan Catalano or if Brian Krakow, finally like weaseled his way in or like roofied her up or something. We're never gonna find out.
Yeah, if Veronica Mars, we figure out who raped Veronica Mars. Just saying.
Oh
yeah.
The dad from News Radio, the dad of Veronica Mars. Am I thinking of the right show? Is that she has a dad on the show?
Veronica Mars? Yeah, she's a teenager. I hope she has a dad.
Okay. So he's like a bald guy. It's the guy from News Radio, right? The show with David Spade.
Was that David Spade on this show?
No, that's Just Shoot Me. That's Just Shoot Me. I'm thinking of Phil Hartman,
Yeah,
Phil
Hartman,
Lovitz.
yeah,
Joe
yeah.
Rogan. Joe Rogan was on that. He was great on that.
Was he? Oh,
Yeah, he played the handyman in the building.
no. Okay.
But
He must have been young as fuck.
I wanted to watch Veronica Mars because of that guy. Never got a chance to, and then just never watched it. Is that good?
Yeah, I can't remember his name though. Oh, Enrico Calatoni.
Yeah. That's the guy's name.
He's from, let me see, Veronica Mars, Flashpoint. Who the fuck cares about Flashpoint? Monk, Numbers, Stargate SG-1, and Bones. And he's also in Person of Interest nowadays.
Bones is another show I've never seen. I hear lots of reviews about it.
Bones is a good show if you're willing to deal with 8 fucking seasons, or 9 fucking seasons of it. Because I think it just started its 9th season.
Oh, it's still on the air?
Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah. It just started up yesterday, actually.
That's like, I mean, I know it came right after Angel, right?
Yeah, about a year and a half after Angel, yeah.
And Angel ran parallel at one point with Buffy, right? So
for 2 years, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was only on the air about another year or two after Buffy, right?
Yeah, about a year and a half, a year and 3/4, I should say.
So that
I
means
know this
Bones
because of the fact that I've actually been on Bones. I have physically been on Bones. So fuck y'all.
Which episode?
I forget. Season 8, episode 5, I think. I was a Bobby. I was in the background of a carnival scene.
And I would like to also point out to everybody that Matt Moore, the resident Geeks of the Round actor, has been in another show that you all might know of, Saved by the Bell, the new class, the next generation, SVU, Deep Space Nine.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Didn't you play Screech's cousin?
Yes, I did.
And
No, he's being serious. I was on. I literally forgot the episode.
Hammer, Slammer, and Slate.
I'll look it up. I literally forgot it because it's that late at night for me.
Oh wow, well, that's pretty darn awesome.
Johann, were you in Be Kind Rewind with me?
Yeah, no, I had to work. I had to work that day.
Oh, that's
remember? Right. Yeah, unfortunately.
Franklin and Bash, thank you very much.
Now, I also want to point out, while Matt Moore does television appearances, I've appeared in movies.
Nice. I've been in Ali. Beat Ali. Go for it.
Okay. I was in a trauma movie.
Oh, that doesn't beat Ali. Sorry.
Damn.
But that is pretty awesome. Because I'm guessing you were more visible in your trauma movie than I was in Ali. Considering
as an extra, I actually made it on the VHS back cover. I'm in the fucking back cover of the VHS.
What movie?
Terror Firmer.
I have not seen it, but I guarantee you at some point I will.
I set the set on fire on accident one day. Came in smoking a cigarette. They told me to put it out. I was drunk off my mind for some reason. Don't know why I did that. And threw the cigarette, and then 5 minutes later, it was in Greenpoint, Brooklyn. The whole side of the building was on fire, and I'm running over, stomping on it with my shoes. And I ended up looking like the hero after I got the fire out. I didn't tell anybody I started it.
Oh, trauma. Gotta love it.
But without diverting too far from the Blacklist, every few minutes we've gotta mention that. Oh, we've done 40 minutes here. You know, we would have ended already if Matt didn't pop in.
Oh yeah. You would have ended already if Matt didn't pop in and actually talk about the show. Right, exactly.
We did 40 minutes on a show that hasn't aired yet. So let's get moving again. I think we've covered just about everything. Honestly, we've covered the plot and possible holes in it. Although the holes are not really holes; they're just things to ponder. The cast we've gone through. We missed. Let's see, the guy. No, we got all them. If French Sahara. No, doesn't matter. Um, 3 episodes out now. It begins next week. I don't know. Does anybody else have any thoughts about it, actually?
James Spader and pancakes.
Yeah, I still want to know what Clark Bent was going on about. I just don't understand Clark Bent pancakes. I can't put the two together. My mind is just not connecting the dots. Clark Bent.
You got me.
Pancakes. Why would
You
Clark
got me on
Bent
that one.
say pancakes?
I want to talk about the first episode because let's face it, the preview basically gave us the entire episode.
Yeah, exactly.
At the end of the episode, we have this main character whose name is
Red Reddington.
Yeah, like that's not stupid.
Red. Yeah, no, not at all.
That's what's upsetting to me a little.
Red Reddington is all like, yeah, let's find this high-class fucking hotel. Let's live in this hotel while we look for this big bad guy. And then he gives him the big bad guy, and
whose name is Bill Billingston, just so you know. Go ahead.
And it seems in the as they're about to wrap up the whole thing, he's all like, "Oh, by the way, there's another one, and another one, and another one, and another one."
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, yeah. You think they're gonna give him the same hotel? You think they're gonna pull that kind of crap? You think they're gonna let him stay?
Of course
in the nice
they are.
place?
He's James Spader.
Well, I mean, I guess that's the thing. Like, what I'm hoping is he's got more of a game than just help. I'm hoping he's not trying to be a good guy. I'm hoping that he is the biggest asshole possible bad guy, and that this is all just some way to mess with somebody, because I want him to start doing bad things to the FBI, and like when they try to pull some bullshit, this is how I'm actually answering you. When they try to pull some bullshit with him, and put him into like a Holiday Inn or a Hotel 6, that next thing you know, all the police cars blow up simultaneously, and he turns into Ultron and pees on them.
Because we have potentially a white collar type of situation going on. White Collar, which by the way is an awesome show. We have that sort of situation kind of possible here, is that he gets this sweet ass hookup for a place to stay, and he works the FBI while he's making his own money on the side. Has anybody seen White Collar?
I haven't seen White Collar.
It's worth it. It's worth watching.
Yeah.
What's the premise? Basically, somebody.
It's better than Burn Notice. That's the premise.
Oh, that's strong for Johann. He's like,
Yeah.
no,
because Burn Notice has Bruce Campbell.
It's still better than Burn Notice.
I don't
It's
care,
that
Bruce
good.
Campbell.
Well, Johann, in that logic, I mean, Breaking Bad sadly doesn't have Bruce Campbell.
It doesn't, and that makes me very sad. Say
it right now. Say it right now. Burn Notice is not better than Breaking Bad. Say it.
Burn Notice is not better than. Wait, no. Damn it!
Oh, it's so
No,
close.
it is better. Hey, listen, I named my dog Ash, okay?
Burn Notice is over. No more Burn Notice ever.
Yeah, no, it's over.
Got 2 more episodes.
Yeah, no, I'm glad it's over because now Bruce Campbell can do Army of
The
Darkness
Evil
too.
Deads. Yeah. Which he's commented on, and he's.
It's not going to be called Evil Dead 4. It's
but
going to be called Army of
talk about
Darkness
that.
2. Yeah, we should do it. Yeah. Now
We can talk about that another time.
Don't get me started on Bruce Campbell.
But I don't know. I couldn't see the gain in that making sense, because like I said earlier before, if he's this badass of a criminal, he clearly has his eggs in his basket and he knows what he's doing. What would he need the FBI to create a more cush situation? Like, I don't think it is just to get, free hotel rooms or the white collar life.
No, he just.
Oh, that's what I was
room
going to say.
service.
I'm assuming White Collar is about somebody who thwarts the FBI or whatever, Weren't you explaining it to us, and then you were interrupted? Oh yeah, no, you explained it to us by
No,
saying it was better than Burn Notice. Burn Notice.
No, yeah, the whole premise of White Collar is that there is this very white-collar criminal who goes around counterfeiting anything at all, whether it be money, whether it be art, whether it be anything at all. Notes, like actual money notes that aren't dollars. Like, he can counterfeit anything. And this guy actually catches him, even though he's never been caught at all in like a 15-year period of time of him doing this shit. Someone finally catches him. And the guy has such respect for this criminal that he caught that he actually turns him and makes him work for him. He's got like an ankle collar and the whole 9 yards, and they end up working together to catch other criminals. And that's the whole premise of White Collar. The main criminal guy, however, is not always on the up and up. And that's the premise of the show.
Is it a British show?
No, not at all.
Oh, because then I was going to say, then Blacklist is probably just, Blacklist, White Collar. It would make a lot of sense for the American version of it. But I guess this is just an American remake of an American show. 2 of them.
No, this White Collar is literally on the network USA. So we can pretty much guarantee it's not a British show.
Yeah. Although I used to think being on USA, I'm screwed because growing up in the 90s or whatever, USA up all night. I can't even do that. My voice doesn't go to that octave. Gilbert Godfrey hosting Big Titted Women. I mean, that's what I see as USA. So I'm honestly not.
You are not old enough, sir. You do not remember Silk Stockings.
Oh yes, I do.
Silk Stockings was the mainstream cable jerk it show.
Yes. I do remember. I was very young when it was on, but I do remember it being on back in the
I'm 34.
early 90s.
So I
mean,
and that's all I watched for those things. What was the other one? Red Shoe Diaries.
Yeah.
Red Shoe Diaries was HBO. Silk Stockings was
no, it wasn't.
That's main cable.
Wasn't Red Shoe on Showtime?
I think it was HBO.
But it was David Duchovny. We know that much.
Yeah,
was it?
USA used to have a lot of borderline softcore porn back in the late 80s and early 90s.
But that's why I honestly don't pay any mind to USA. I don't even realize it exists anymore. I couldn't tell you a thing. It's done. But Burn Notice is on. Burn Notice is on. Oh, it was Showtime.
Yeah.
Burn Notice is on USA.
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right. Oh, and they had that show Psych, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
which was actually pretty funny.
I've heard.
I never really got into it, but I've seen a few episodes here and there. It's pretty funny.
So maybe I'm not as ignorant as I claim to USA. But going right back around from our long diversion.
Back to the show.
I definitely think the Blacklist has a lot more to it than I hope than that White Collar thing, because obviously we've already seen that before, and it bears a bit much of a similarity to Silence of the Lambs. Just seems like it has more action. I really think I've got hope for this to be more like 24 than any of those shows, to be honest. I really think this could be 24 from the villain's perspective, and thinking that they originally wanted Kiefer Sutherland might even more so push into that corner. What do you guys think about the vibe? What were you going to say? Go ahead.
I was going to say, I think Kiefer Sutherland would have made it a much more intense show than they've shown in the preview.
Yes, I think.
Because Kiefer Sutherland has been a very intense character forever, basically. Even back in the vampire movie, he plays a very intense character. And James Spader plays intense, but very overtly so. He downplays his intensity.
Well, that's why this role's intensity. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why this role is perfect for James Spader, because literally, when you look at James Spader, you kind of say, this guy would make the ultimate supervillain. This guy would just, he has such a charm to tell you, I just killed your entire family, and he explains to you how he killed your entire family, but it's so genius, and he explains it so masterfully that you're just sitting there like, you clever son of a bitch, you just killed my family.
You insane, glorious bastard.
You glorious bastard, you murdered my grandmother.
And that's something they show in the preview. That's something they show in the preview, is he basically goes, hey, this girl, this general's daughter, is going to be kidnapped. He doesn't say, oh, by the way, you're going to try and save this girl, and by you saving this girl, you're actually helping this guy kidnap her. He doesn't say that, but that's what happens. It's basically like time travel. When you go back in time and you try and save this president or whatever, what you're actually doing is helping him be shot in the first place. Like that's kind of what he's doing. Is he's saying this girl is going to be kidnapped. So they try and save that girl, and as a result, she ends up being kidnapped. And that's what it shows. That's kind of what it shows in the preview, is that he is actually predicting these things, not only what is going to start to happen, but what actually happens, which is very, very intelligent of him. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I understand what you were
Yes.
saying. I'm thinking, that might be a cool way to go with it, where the whole time he is actually, it really has nothing to do with the girl. She's not special at all. It's all the big elephant, it's the big Houdini elephant.
Right.
And he's just, like the premise of the show is, you chase these criminals, and yet you don't know who the real criminals are, and I do. And it's like, well, if he has this list of hundreds of real criminals that even the FBI doesn't know about, well then who's to say they know about the real crimes? You get what I'm saying? So he's creating this giant diversion, while in the meantime, those aren't the real criminals on the blacklist. The real criminals are even further embedded into some secrecy, and he's the ambassador of them, creating their ill will. Does that make sense? I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. That actually reminds me, I apologize, of a Teen Titans storyline in which the main bad guys are not actually the main bad guys.
Is it what, Teen Titans cartoon?
What's
Or
that?
the comic book series. You mean talk about the comic book or
cartoon.
the?
I'm sorry.
So no
I'm
need,
sorry. Yeah, the cartoon.
no need to apologize, because wasn't Lobo in the
Yeah.
Teen Titan cartoon at one point?
Yes, he was. I think he was.
Yeah, so that's got all
Was
my
he?
respect.
I know the Young Justice cartoon, not
Oh.
Teen Titans cartoon.
You're right.
Yeah.
I meant Young Justice anyway, because it was
Oh, okay.
basically they had the Secret Six or whatever, and they took down the Secret Six like 9 episodes into the first season, and the Secret Six weren't the main bad guys. The Light was the main bad guys. Remember that shit? In any case, that has nothing to do with Blacklist.
No, it might
Nope.
everything, because I hope that's where the blacklist goes. Personally, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that James Spader is so much more evil than he lets on. He's not trying to help, and I'm hoping that he's doing it all with glee, and while sitting in the position in this picture right there. I hope that he's doing that too.
Some shirtless James Spader. All right. Well, looks like we got a lot to anticipate from this show. I don't know. I think we just gotta wait and see. If the show has good writers, hopefully it'll last long enough to tell a good story.
And I'm afraid they don't. I'm afraid they might not. That's just judging books by their covers, though.
Yeah. No, NBC hasn't had a lot of luck with their drama.
No, just as John Bokenkamp, the guy who created it. Again, I'm gonna name his shows one more time, real quick. Where the fuck did he go? John Bokenkamp, The Blacklist, creator of The Blacklist, previously wrote The Call, Perfect Stranger, Taking Lives, Bad Seed. I mean, those are just very humdrum names. As a writer
generic
myself,
names. Yeah.
yeah, I avoid names like that specifically because they just seem cheap. They seem half-assed or without too much thought. So I hate to base it on that, but I definitely don't have a lot of hope for this writer. Nothing he's done impresses me. In fact, didn't all of those movies get really bad reviews? Taking Lives, The Call, Perfect Stranger.
I think they might have, yeah.
To be honest, I've never heard of a single one of them, so I don't know.
The Call is the movie with Halle Berry where she's a 911 operator and somebody gets a boo-boo and she goes to save them. And Bad Seed has no. An
80-year-old woman takes a bad spill in her house.
Yeah. I've fallen and I can't get up. I'll be right there, ma'am. Cue 24's music, you know.
Yeah.
The clock is ticking.
Anyway. Yeah.
Anyway. Who else has thoughts? What did we miss?
I'm good.
I'm good.
And I think we covered it. And we covered an hour. And hopefully we didn't put more into this episode than they put into their premiere or the rest of the season, which is the case with Dexter.
Hey, don't judge Dexter unless you're at Dexter. Or Breaking Bad, because we do it at Breaking Bad.
Right. Yeah, I'm just cross-promoting here. Oh, but before we go, I just want to say once again, I still can't get my mind. I still can't put the connection together between Clark Kent and pancakes. Just can't do it. But
you got me. You got me stunned.
I can't understand it. But all right, everybody. This
Good night,
was fun.
guys.
And I will see you guys next week, eh?
Hey. Alrighty.
Goodbye from Geeks and Around, geeksandaround.com. Matt, you're the professional here. Why don't you take us out and show me how to do it?
All right. You want to check out Breaking Bad? Breaking Bad is on Monday nights at 8 p.m. Pacific time. We record then, and we also go live then. If you want, which very few people are going to want to, we have Dexter. Dexter is going out this Monday, I believe, at 7 p.m. That is for the series finale. We're not so sure if anyone's going to watch that because it's Dexter, and Dexter sucks this season. Though it gets a 74% on RottenTomatoes.com. Just saying.
Really? How much does Breaking Bad have?
Breaking Bad has 100% as of
and it damn well should.
We're doing one last episode of Hangouts Against Humanity on Thursday, day after tomorrow. We're doing that. We're going to start that back up in December, but right now we're just doing one more episode because of the fact that I'm going to have a night job in a week and a half. And we're starting Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. next week. I have no idea what day it is because YouTube keeps changing the day that they're doing their maintenance. So, but we'll put up notices on geekstotheround.com. Check out geekstotheround.com. Go to YouTube/geekstotheround.com and subscribe to our new YouTube channel where we're going to put all of our discussions, including this one, on the geekstotheround.com or YouTube page. So that's it for me. Yeah.
And that's it for me. I just want to say the episodes will get better as once the season starts. I promise you all that. Johann?
Yes, and I am also signing out. Good night to everyone. I am off to try to fix my PS3 and hopefully play some Grand Theft Auto 5 tonight.
Shut your filthy mouths. Shut your filthy mouths. Alright. Goodbye, everybody. See you guys next week.
Good night.